Hey guys, Adrian and Winnie here at Home Gym Con 2025, and the biggest request we got last year was more ATX. So we're giving them their own video, and we're gonna walk into everything as we go. We've pulled Marvin in over here to kind of walk us through this massive catalog.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Yes.
So why don't we just start right where we are, check out some of these racks.
Right.
ATX is coming to the market in Q4, we'll just say, so we don't pressure them on the spot.
Yeah.
It'll be very soon. And this is a German company. We're gonna make a huge splash in our market. So can you just kind of walk us through this rack? And as you guys, you'll see, there's like 5 different rack setups. So think of a Rogue or Rep rack catalog. ATX has their own. So we're gonna kind of walk through some of these options.
Yeah, so we have a couple of new series that we made. This is a single stack version. We made a single stack version as well as a double stack that we'll get to later, just for the sake of making it a little bit more compact and saving costs.
Okay.
Like removing a stack just saves like $700-800, so that's very good for the customer. We added the stainless steel uprights to all the new racks.
Oh wow.
We have our own ecosystem, so this is 70 by 70 millimeters, which is different from the 3 by 3 inch. The hole size is a little bit different as well. It's smaller than 1 inch, but bigger than the 5/8 inch.
Okay.
So yeah, we're not entirely sure yet how that's gonna look.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna stick to this? Are we gonna do a new series for the US? We're gonna launch like this at first. Yeah, we're gonna launch like this at first. We already had some smaller manufacturers reach out to us. They wanted to have our sizes so they can make accessories for our products.
Wow.
So that's already great. So there will be options outside of ATX that fit our racks.
So you're already collaborating with our companies.
Yeah. This is super cool. What do you call these?
They don't have an official name. We call them internally like the XT arms, like extension or extender arms.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess that'd be easier. This is a very nice adjustment system.
Yeah.
It's one-handed if you don't hit
Might
yourself
be hard
in the
to see,
face.
but there's a lever here that she's just pulling to adjust this. Super simple. The entire line has these, right? So if we move over here, that's the twin stack. You go to a dual stack, which has a Smith machine in it as well, I just noticed.
So this is the version with the Smith machine. We also have a little bit more compact version without the Smith machine.
Even like the J cups.
Wow, this is unique.
Sometime in America, we get like the same thing again and again, and just everybody clones the same idea. These are a little different.
I always think our strength is like in the details. We do a lot of like molded pieces, just make sure it looks good.
It looks beautiful.
It also feels like very soft for your bar. They'll sleep cozy in this.
Yeah, so it's just the all-around protection for the barbell, for the rack as well. We have the stainless steel pins as well. So
some nice touches here.
Yeah.
Winnie, do you want to give this thing a pull? What weight? How heavy are these stacks?
This one is 242 pounds. Both of them have a dedicated pull down and low row, as well as the functional trainer.
Okay, so lat pull down, low row. Oh yeah, dual pull points on the bottom over here.
Dual pull points at the top, which you connected now. Top. The difference between the single stack and the double stack version is the single stack, of course, has a lot more pulleys and a longer cable, so it might feel a little bit less smooth.
Okay.
That's the trade down, you call it, for having a single stack. It's cheaper, but the double stack feels a little bit more smooth because each cable has its own stack, so it's a lot less long. And
he's very honest and maybe not the best salesman.
But that's good because
but that's why we make the 2 different models. Like there's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Some people just want to save a couple of $100.
I feel like I'm feeling some of this German engineering when I'm pulling this though. This is incredibly smooth.
They are very. Is this 2-to-1?
These are 2-to-1, and
the combos.
If you use the top point and connect both the pulleys, then it's sort of like a 1-to-1 because you use both stacks.
Isn't it nice?
It's pretty smooth. Even the Smith machine, it's solid. You know, we'll see a lot of other ones where there's a lot of deflection. This, I'm trying to tilt it. It's not tilting. It feels good.
We're very happy with we have a new type of bearings as well, which are very silent. Like the roller bearings. Sometimes they just make a lot of noise.
You don't hear anything.
This is super smooth, super silent. We're happy with how that turned out.
But speaking about how this company offers some different stuff that we're not used to seeing in the US is these benches. We saw this knurling last year, but really is
knurling?
Or knurling. We saw the pad last year.
So there's quite a few benches we'll try to highlight here.
Oh yeah.
And this is your bench series that has a plethora of attachments, correct?
Yes. We have several attachments here. You can see the pack fly attachments.
What's going on with this?
Oh, this is for the flat position. So you can go decline. If you put this up, you will have it flat.
Oh.
So without this here, it'll go decline.
Oh,
and
nice.
If you want it flat, you have the extra adjustment here.
And then what I'm seeing is they have attachment ports on the front, and it looks like this head pad pops off.
Yeah, this is already attached now. The back port is for the ab crunch, the ab attachment.
Okay.
Where you use it in a decline position. So all of the other attachments all go in the front.
Okay. If we push Dan this way, there's one in front of him. There are various benches. You just want to highlight that quick, and then we'll go to the next one that's got the
one we
curls
saw
on it.
right here was the ultimate bench. It was the first one that had like all the attachments, so that's why it was called the ultimate.
And this one back there too, it slides on a rail.
Oh yeah, so that one is it's specifically made for some of our very compact racks, like they don't have a lot of depth.
Okay, yep.
So you cannot do shoulder press because the bench won't go far enough.
Yes,
this is a very common issue.
So this one just moves back like.
That's the smoothest rail system bench I've ever seen. Normally you hear metal grinding.
Normally the companies don't want us to show that live.
No, so this bench is like perfect for undeep racks. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
And it also has decline as well.
Is it heavy to move around?
No, try.
Well, normally you'd remove the attachment, right? I mean,
listen, not in our gym.
No, in our gym we just throw everything on the go.
All right, let me see.
The wife test?
Okay, it's really not bad. It's not the shorty bench, but it's not the black one.
They're quite heavy. They're like, I think, I'm not sure, out of the top of my head, this is around 40, 45 kilograms, which I think is like 100 pounds. Yeah, 90 to 100 pounds.
This is good.
The math going
You're going to have to, You're going to have to get good at those conversions.
With the benches as well, we try to do as many details as possible, like the nerd little grips.
Yep.
We have some spotter platforms.
The spotter platforms,
integrated.
A lot of little touches. Wait, I know you want to get to the pendulum squat, but over here is more important because it's an item you can curl with, but this is not their only curl attachment for the benches. And you'll see the attachment port in the front and in the back. So they're really utilizing everything, which we don't normally see on our side. This is another preacher attachment if you didn't want the machine style.
Or if you just wanted both.
Right? Or if you wanted both.
Or if you want both.
See the leg roller. Is this actually designed to hold all the attachments?
Yeah, exactly. This is a storage.
So I don't have to throw it on the ground. I like that.
Yes, not that we don't love our mountain of like attachments that you don't even know which bench they go to, but this is very nice.
And then the vinyl's different on this, kind of more.
Yeah, the other one was the PU version, urethane pad, and this is just
PU.
a regular.
That's a very funny acronym.
Polyurethane, that's how we call it, the PU pads.
This is more of a traditional vinyl.
And this is just a vinyl, the artificial leather foam bench.
Oh, I didn't notice that this is an actual attachment for curls.
Yeah, this is the machine curl, and the other one is for a curl bar.
Oh, the height's adjustable.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I just hopped on it, and it's not
crazy how we just hopped on it. You didn't get.
I mean, I didn't set it for my height or anything, and it is adjustable, but it feels pretty good. And then, I mean, there's more benches, but I guess we'll let Winnie.
Yeah. So this is, if you talk to people at this convention, they're super excited about ATX in general, but specifically two pieces of equipment: the pendulum squat and the chest press that we'll get to.
I mean, but honestly, we're showing a tiny bit of the catalog. There are machines all over the place. We could spend hours here and not cover it all.
Yeah, and Marvin emphasized that they have a lot of specialty machines, and that's what they're gonna really exemplify in their catalog.
And you'll see other companies like Titan trying to catch up to that, which is kind of funny because we think of Titan and other these companies having huge catalogs, but they don't have a lot of these machines and other stuff.
I know. All right, so tell us about the pendulum squat.
Pendulum squat, a lot of companies are doing it. It's sort of popular at the moment. Our version is just zoomed down. We make it as compact as possible.
It is much smaller than Prime.
So there's no adjustable foot plate. That's a trade-off, but we feel like this is like a very, like the best value for money you can get for a home gym.
It is counterbalanced, but they have a band on it as well.
It's counterbalanced. The band helps you out in the bottom as well. You can remove the bands if you don't need it.
Yeah, you're thinking the Prime one's massive.
I know, it is massive.
They have band resistance here. Obviously, you can plate load it.
Yeah.
The range of motion's pretty good.
I mean, you're well below.
Yeah. No, that's the lowest point you can go.
Yeah.
And the padding looks pretty nice.
It's very comfortable.
You see the safety system latches in pretty good.
They have this knurled bar for you to hold on.
Oh my, of course they do.
Yeah.
So we do a lot with bands right now. We try to incorporate bands in all the machines we make, just so you can have a dynamic strength curve, resistance curve.
And then an adjustable stop.
That's a stop,
Nice. All right, so did you want to see the
let's do it.
chest press? Because this is very unique. A lot of people have been telling us to check this one out.
They've been saying, when can we get it?
Soon.
That's awesome. Do you want to hop in there or you want me to?
Sure, I love this adjustment system.
Yeah, so it's such a straightforward piece of equipment. We weren't really sure how it was gonna be received in the market.
Yeah.
But like people at Home Gym Con,
I guess out.
People at Home Gym Con really love it. So you have
so
the easy access.
Auto pops off.
Yeah. That's like a safety stand, so you don't have to start from a far away stretch position. You just hop in. Easy
for her
access.
to rack it.
Yeah, how do I?
Use her
If
foot?
you know, yeah, you
Kick it back, I guess?
Kick it back up. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you know you have the
Let me see.
easy access.
And it just folds out of the way when you start.
It's very straightforward. So the handles are height adjustable, and you have like a couple of different positions
Yeah.
for the width.
Oh,
so you
that
can
is cool.
emphasize the triceps a little bit more, or the chest.
And not something you see very often.
And so you said your founder is an old school bodybuilder,
you say
right?
very old school.
He's into bodybuilding, like old school.
Yeah.
So he likes these types of machines.
Kinda
I know, you can tell from a lot of the banded machines. All right,
Just
you
go
gonna try
auto. Honestly,
it? It's nice.
that's a pretty good resistance curve there.
It's very comfortable as well.
And then, look at that, I didn't even look. See how
Didn't
simple
even-
that was?
I saw that.
That's
you really
cool.
put me to shame.
Fairly compact there. Well, I watched you do it, so it was easy. So if we just spun the camera, you can see
we
a
have
pec
we have a
fly.
pec fly as well, which is very
rear delt.
popular in Europe. A lot of people requesting a select rise version, so that's probably going to come as well.
Oh, that's cool.
We have the vertical leg press over here, which is also like more of a exotic item. Most people do leg.
that one if you want.
Oh, yeah. On my mic. All right.
Yeah.
So it also got the band attachment points. We don't have any bands on here right now, but you
Yeah.
could add bands. So we have some safeties as well. Like if you're
I see.
not comfortable going very deep, you can put in the safeties.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I mean the safety stopper. Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from the handle
there's-
locking system, you also have the safety stopper.
How's it feel?
It feels nice.
These ones always give me Final
Yeah, it does
Destination
feel-
vibes.
Yeah.
It's like that's why I said it's like an exotic version of the leg press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit more cumbersome to get into, and
But it's still a good example of like the catalog, you know, like a lot of
it's
stuff.
like a bodybuilding item. We got a lot of bodybuilding machines
Yeah.
and made for the home.
So if we hop it over here,
But a lot of the machines, even though they're specialized, they're compact. So it feels like it's more reasonable to have these in a home gym than some of the other specialized machines we've seen that take up a lot of space.
I think Winnie's just randomly starting to step us up.
I'm curious as to what
How
it's a-
much space do you need?
It has wheels. It has wheels. But there should be a pin in here. I think someone stole it or it got
What?
lost. Because usually you can pick it up here if you lock it.
Yeah.
Somebody definitely took it with
so
them.
then you can just
They needed
ride
an
it.
ATX souvenir because they couldn't
Okay.
buy anything yet.
So now it's on
So
tension.
what Winnie randomly started setting up is their leg curl, leg extension. Do you want to hop on
Okay,
it?
this is our new
Yes.
version. It's been a
I don't
popular
know.
item for years. With this one, we added the bands and we added the cable.
It looks like you get a good
This is
stretch
gonna be
there.
so much weight.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
we
not that
moved the rollers a little bit further back, so you got a bigger stretch.
So you got plate resistance, you could do band resistance, or I'm standing in the way, you could hook it
I
up
know.
to your cable stack.
So you don't need to use all three like we're doing
I
now.
know, this is very heavy. That's why
Let me get
I'm
this- let me
very
get this on.
casually
We really just
pretending like I
you,
can.
you did this to yourself. You started setting
I
this up
know.
on your own.
The bands are hard.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty well stretched there.
Are these your bands?
Yes, they are our own bands.
And then obviously with all these machines, you can adjust the positioning pretty well. And
Yeah, we
then
got a lot
you
of
can
adjustment
adjust
points.
the back. See how that auto sets it for her lying leg curls? Do you want me to unlock this for lying?
I think.
Give it a
it'd be
shot,
fine.
yeah.
How
It's
is it?
nice. We've seen a lot of lying leg curls this weekend, but
It
it's
looks, I mean, pretty good. When you're setting up for that leg extension, her legs are pretty far back. She's getting a good stretch.
yeah.
It looks comfortable. It's not as massive as, remember the Bolt one you did?
Oh,
It's like
geez.
50%
Again,
larger
not
than this.
necessarily home gym friendly.
We are working on a select ride version as well of this
Wow.
the seated leg extension leg curl that you see over here.
Okay.
These two are actually still prototypes. So this is like a handmade version. Not perfect, but it's already very good.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
for a
it's
handmade version.
pretty good for a prototype.
Final version that's in our catalog on our website. That's a little bit like small tweaks here and there, but
Yeah.
this one comes pretty close to the final version.
Yeah, but it's good to see that you're working through iterations before you release it.
definitely.
Like that's a maybe a small
You
pet
have
peeve
to.
of ours.
We don't want to make a product and then 3 months later here's V2. You know.
Yeah, we get a lot
We
of
don't
that.
want
I
our
wonder-
customers to be the beta testers. We want to
Yeah.
do that
I love
beforehand.
that.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
very
So
cool.
you know, there's always like a scenario where we find out something could have been done better, and we make a V2 like maybe in 6 months
It does
time.
happen
Yeah.
It
sometimes.
doesn't happen a lot. We try to work out
That's
all the
good.
kinks before we release it.
And then this is, we were on that rack ecosystem,
Oh,
just
yeah.
a different version you saw Winnie
This
clip
is like
into it.
this is a single stack that we did.
It was a 6-post.
This is a 6-post. It's a single stack that we did all the way at the start of the video.
Okay.
But this one is then the other one was a half rack. This one is a 6-post full rack.
But just to show, they've got the 4-post, the 6-post, compact versions. Very much like us. We have 3x3, we have 2x2. You know, they have a quite You're messing around with it. I think you put it crooked.
I did put it crooked. This is a unique safety.
So we made a new type of safety,
Yeah.
The safety, you just pull a pop pin, and then it, as Winnie's showing you, she's never touched it before.
Yes, I have not.
You pull a pop pin and you pull it out.
But I have heard a rumor that Marvin designed these. This is why I had to show them off.
I was thinking with the engineer, I was like, can we do something like this so you can stay inside the rack, not have a big gap on the side?
We normally have these massive ones that we pull off, and they're really
also,
weird
these are not super heavy.
How many times are you going to put that crooked?
You put it in crooked again,
There's numbers on the rack.
All right, to be fair, I put in all of our safeties crooked.
Well, anyway, so we appreciate your time. We've seen just a little bit of what you've done here, but I think I speak for a lot of the community. We're pretty excited to see you guys.
That's awesome.
Come in Q4 or whatever.
Yeah.
We wanted to be here already. We wanted to launch today at the show or yesterday.
I know that was the original plan.
But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But we'll be here as soon as possible.
The inventory's coming in, and
the inventory is ready to ship.
Ready.
Yeah.
It's ready to ship. So.
And the consumers are ready to buy. So hopefully, whatever.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was great seeing you. Great meeting you. Hopefully, we'll see you next year.
Thank you for your time so much.
Thank you
I appreciate it. Bye.